I am Dr. Paul Farrant. I am a consultant dermatologist based in Brighton and Hove and Mid Sussex in the UK. I think when I was growing up, I was very much influenced by what I enjoyed doing at school. So I was very much into science and maths. There was a really influential TV program following a group of medical students called Doctors to Be. And I remember watching these thinking, this is what I want to do. And that was how it all started. So I actually decided to go into dermatology really during my medical school years. We had an attachment where dermatology was a very small part of lots of different specialties. And I remember thinking at the time, this is something I really enjoy. It was the visual aspect, it was the variation, dealing with kids up to adults to old age, dealing with cancer, dealing with inflammatory problems. It was just the breadth of the specialty. And I remember thinking right then that I wanted to do it. And then when I became a doctor, I showed an interest in this. I was attached to a firm that had looked after the dermatology inpatients, and normally people didn't pay any attention to it. It was an extra chore to have to look after these patients. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm really interested in this. And the dermatologist picked up on my interest, invited me to clinic, and I went and sat in with them when I had free time. And I thought, this is great. It's fast paced, it's interesting, it's visual. You can see and do things on the day. And that was at that point I was decided, and every career choice from then was on a path to becoming a dermatologist. I think dermatology can be such a rewarding job. You can really help people, be it a teenager with terrible acne who you can really revolutionize their lives by getting their skin clear, to a patient with skin cancer where you can just remove it and you can actually achieve a cure, or patients who've got terrible inflammatory skin disease, eczema, psoriasis, who you can make their lives tolerable through really good treatments. And now, of course, we've got new treatments. We can get people's hair to grow back. So the things that we can do that makes such a difference to patients is what makes dermatology really rewarding. I'd like to think that patients value me for being up to date, to being at the cutting edge of what is possible, but also being practical about what can work, what might not work, being realistic, being pragmatic in my approach, and having trust that I'm going to do what's in their best interest. What do I value in my patients? I value the variation that they bring. Patient after patient is something different. My every day is a variety of different things, different challenges, but also getting to know patients over time and understanding a bit of their background, where they've come from. And it just means that everything I do is interesting. The principle of my work is I like to add value. If a patient comes to me, I like to be able to make their life better. We can't always cure a patient of a problem, but I want to improve their lives. And I suppose that's my mantra, adding value to the patient. And as long as I can keep doing that, then I will keep seeing people and helping them. And there are times when you can't do that and you have to explain that to a patient. But that's what I like to bring. I like to bring value, to add value, to improve lives. And that's the basis of my practice.